The views and opinions expressed in this interview are those of the interviewees and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of HeavieTalk Media and TheBlack.Blog. HeavieTalk Media and TheBlack.Blog do not endorse any products, services, or businesses advertised and is not liable for any products or services purchased.
So my name is Tenise Hordge, and I'm a lactation consultant. However, I'm an engineer by trade. And I knew I wanted to do something that really positively affected public health and positively affected Black women. And so I was fascinated by human milk and breastfeeding. I had two really great breastfeeding experiences, though very different. I had phenomenal support in the hospital, which I later came to realize was I was the exception and not the rule. And so I knew I wanted to help increase Black women's initiation and duration rates as related to breastfeeding because it's so much more than milk. The longer that a woman breastfeeds, the longer protection she has in life against hypertension, diabetes, and certain cancers. And Black women leave this country in hypertension-related deaths and diseases, and Black men leave this country in diabetes hospital admissions. And so it was in 2020 that Mother's Magical Milk was born into existence. So there's a couple different aspects. So one is it's so taboo, and especially in the Black community, but for a variety of reasons, a variety of different reasons, right? So historically here in the United States, we had wet nurses, which meant that slave women were feeding their masters' children first instead of feeding their own children, which is a whole nother aspect. And then if you kind of dig into this medical mistrust that we have as Black Americans, and not just Black Americans, any minority group here in the USA, whether it's Japanese or whether it's like the Native American Sterilization Project or whatever it is, there's this medical mistrust. So something that is so natural as a human, we have horrible experiences throughout time and history here. So that is one aspect that I feel like is important to overcome. But understanding that culture and that history, being able to relate to it, but being able to walk women who look like me through a process that works for them. So there's that aspect.
This was a preview of the interview. Watch the full interview for free on HeavieTalk Media's Patreon. See you there.